Scorpio, how you doing? So you might notice that Steve's got a dodgy eye again, but never mind. Someone could have their eye on you, Scorpio. Could be a Lion or maybe a Leo. Could be dealing with anybody who's got L in the name. Lucifer, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Linda, Belinda, Liz, Taylor, Tyler, Taro, Britannia, from Great Britannia, or Brian. Life of Brian, maybe... Scorpio. Anyway, sorry. I was kind of going off on a tangent there. Tanya. Anyway, so Scorpio. Let's see. Where are you now, Scorpio? What have you got going on now? What has Scorpio got going on now? This is a different format of reading. Kind of designed a lot of my own, but also questions that you may have seen through a Celtic cross. But where are they now? Where is Scorpio now? So Scorpio, you could be spending time with friends, thinking about a new project, thinking about your children. Don't forget, Scorpio, you can watch this as a life path for a Scorpio or an Aries. Okay, Scorpio, Aries, life path 4, because the numerology matching 4s. Okay, so it could be where I'm thinking about my children, I'm thinking about a new project, I'm actually thinking about my partner, I'm doing a lot of research, I'm very interested in music or arts and crafts, and I'm kind of thinking a lot about that. Okay. Thinking about the next direction of my life. Okay, what direction should I take it in? Could actually be thinking about someone's erection. Let's see. Where is Scorpio now? Could be a new person that a lot of you are thinking about. Could be thinking about a holiday and going abroad somewhere or going out traveling. Right at this moment, you might actually be going out shopping, Scorpio, or you've just been shopping. This is a lot to do with diet and health at the moment. Don't worry, we'll get onto different messages. But at the moment, a lot of you might be considering, or you are dieting, maybe drinking a lot of water, but dieting, water retention and dieting. Okay, this is researching food recipes and stuff like that if you are doing this. Okay, this is always my dieting and well-being. So for a lot of you, for the time being, I'm spending some time at home thinking about my partner, maybe cooking and doing all of that kind of stuff, and thinking about my diet, the next direction of life, also maybe going abroad or going away somewhere. But for a lot of you, it might just be like, I'm just going to go out with my kids, or I'm just going to go out. Kids in America, Kim Wilde, Kim. Let's see. So what will Scorpio be challenged with this week? What will Scorpio... for the next 48. The weekly reading for all 10 is over on Patreon, but at the moment, this is the next 48 kind of energy. So for the next 48 hours, what will be Scorpio? What will they be challenged with for the next 48? So the challenging energy is a mother or maybe a father. Okay. 4 of Wands, your relationship, married partner, King of Cups. So if there is a third party, the challenge is obviously that they're already in a relationship. These are people that are in commitments already, more than likely married, a married couple. If there is a third party, the challenge is that this person's cheating and lying in a marriage and a commitment and a relationship. Okay, so if there isn't a challenged position and you are basically just seeing someone, then this is spending some time on my own, maybe challenge to... can't really see a challenge at the moment, not that there is one. That would be more if there's a new partner or someone that's on my mind, Cockfrost or Elvis Presley. But you're always on my mind about this energy that seems to be challenging me. Now, like I said, it could be what is challenging me, the fact that this king is with this queen already, and they're either 1, getting a divorce, or 2, they're in a relationship, or 3, they're not getting a divorce, but the third energy is what I do or don't know here, that this person is currently in a relationship. So I'm challenged with 1, maybe not knowing that this person's already in a relationship, or 2, I'm not challenged at all because I do know that. Okay, for a lot of you, depending on what message it's coming through as. Let's see. So what should Scorpio... for the next 48 hours, what should Scorpio focus on? So, oh wow, so you're getting some kings and queens up in here. So what should they focus on? Well, there's definitely Ron here. There is 2 energies. There is a physical connection, married couple connection. On the third energy here of what to focus on, basically, is your own relationship and not someone else's. If you are Jeff, Steph, Steve, Sarah, Sussy, Sandra, Cassano. But if you are a person that has a metaphysical connection from here, where you are now, thinking about, is someone already in a relationship? Are they single? Are they available? I don't think so, no. I think this person definitely is in a commitment of such, or an actual relationship itself. And this is a metaphysical energy. Now, for a lot of you that do not have physical or metaphysical energy, well, you've always got metaphysical energy around you. But for a lot of you where this isn't involving like love, this can be where I am or once was divorced and separated from someone that be this energy. That would be the ex-husband or wife that is in a commitment already, and I am the ex that got separated from this middle energy here. That has always been my challenge. Now, if you are in a third party, this energy here that could be a Gemini or maybe a Capricorn, because it did come up in the Gemini reading. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini or Capricorn. Obviously, Aquarius can be Leo, Gemini can be Capricorn, Libra on its own to Libra. Okay, so there's an energy here of what to focus on is not other people's relationship. Is to not focus on the person that's got maybe the Six of Cups, okay? Not to focus on other people's relationships. Especially if you're coming from the energy where there was another reading that I did, Gemini, where I said someone is spying and stalking the shit out of someone else's, like whilst in a commitment. That the husband doesn't even know, or the wife doesn't even know that they have a Two of Cups with another person, but they're already married. They're already in a commitment. Now, like I said, the devil you know is what you know. If you know it, you already know it. Well, you need to change it yourself. If you don't know it, the possibilities are within this first message is that someone here could be having this separation, divorce, or actually cheating in a marriage, in a commitment, looking at other people here, right? So what to focus on for the person that is got a partner is to basically focus on your husband or your wife, your partner, not to focus on the other person, the Two of Cups energy. Now, for a lot of you, if we go down to where you are single and you have someone in mind that you know that may be a possibility, this just would require, where it's coming up as now, but it's also a challenge in the same position, which means that I need to reach out and ask instead of watching and keeping an eye on this energy. I need to actually ask to find out if they are in a commitment. But in the tarot reading itself is showing me that there is one already, okay? Or the name Eddie or Edwina or Edmonds or Berry, Holly, Jody. Let's see. So what is Scorpio's partner or person? How does the other person connected to Scorpio, how do they think about this scenario? So they think that it is a very stable commitment already, if there is one, and they are stuck with you. Okay. So like I said, this is coming up as 3. Trying to find out information of what they think is that there is research to be done on health and commitment, because you've got 2 9s. So we're studying as a partnership. What we're studying and what we're learning is about our health, the healthy part of the commitment and the relationship. Also physical health of drinking, drugs or alcohol or food, anything like that. It's researching, okay? This definitely means that someone is with someone here. Their thoughts are that this is my partner that I'm being loyal to, or Laura, or Lucy, or Lucifer, but I'm being loyal to the partner that I'm with. Okay. What have we done? Wow, this has gone really quickly. So let's start clarifying what a lot of these also mean here, because they could come up as something completely and utterly different. Okay. So, let's see. So, for the energy where Scorpio is now, any other messages for where Scorpio is now? Any other messages for where Scorpio is now? So, you have got cock blocking. So that did come up at the bottom of the deck in another reading where I said cock blocking beats or cock frost, but cock blocking, okay. So it might be where, you know, I'm cock blocking someone from being with a partner, like say someone could be in a marriage and a commitment, and they're kind of like, you know, I'm saying no to sex to my husband or wife because I'm also interested in another one, maybe. Okay. So someone here at the moment is stalking and spying on someone, trying to block out the other person that may be with someone else. Any messages for where Scorpio is now, please, Spirit? So we've got idol, loved, respected, admired, idolized, fan. So this could be someone that is a tarot reader, or they're online, or anything like that, that they're online, that someone new is watching here, someone here, but they're in a commitment already. So this person here could be someone, because this happens all over the place, people that are like online, like tarot card readers, or I don't know, anybody that someone idolizes someone that's online, okay, or idolizes, I don't know, a fucking star, it could be an Aquarian or a Leo, but idolizes someone that is in the public eye. But that's a blocked energy, because that's what someone is focusing on now, is the fact that I'm focusing on someone that's in the public eye. Or you are in the public eye, okay, and that's where you are now. Like I said, it does say, where are you now, Scorpio, okay? So blocking someone, maybe that is idolizing you because you're online. If you are not online, Scorpio, at all, then someone is idolizing you, okay? So, because this can also be Aries or Scorpio or Life Path 4 energy, right? Could be blocking out a mother, also to do with around family and stuff like that. Like I'm blocking out a family member, me being a child to my mother or father, energy there. So tell me more about the challenged position for Scorpio in the next 48, please. The challenged position for Scorpio is wants you back. Huh? And also in their head. So hold on a second, Scorpio. Let's just go up. So what you've got, or what you had here, is wants you back. Okay, then this is in their head, overthinking, stressed and overwhelming thoughts of another person whilst in a marriage and a commitment. So it's this story that's been going around for a while, that someone is married, they're in a commitment already, and whilst doing that, they're actually having thoughts of another person whilst in a marriage and a commitment already. The husband seems as if he's completely oblivious, okay, that there's something going on with this woman, or the other way around. But they seem oblivious because somebody here is idolizing this person that they want them back, and they're all up in their head about it. Okay, but there seems as if there's a commitment and a marriage there already. Okay. So let's see. Position 3 is what to focus on. So tell me more about what Scorpio should focus on, please. What should they focus on? Is fake smiles. Any other messages that Scorpio should focus on? Well, putting a brave face on it, really. Girl fight. Arguments, physical fights, at war, competing. So it's not really giving you a message as such what to focus on, because you never really want to focus on anybody else. Okay, when you do, you're actually drawing the focus away from yourself. So there is someone that is faking a commitment or a relationship where the other person believes that they're not actually in love. They're not actually in love with this person because they're like, oh, they're with their husband or wife, but it's not going very well. You know, they're trying to put a brave face on it and blah, 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 but I'm trying to compete for their affection, but they keep arguing and disagreeing with their husband and wife that keeps drawing me back because they're not yet divorced. They're not yet separated from this energy here. And I keep thinking about this other woman or this man that I want back in my life because I like to make things very complicated. Challenged position here in my thoughts. What to focus on is what you should actually not focus on because the person hasn't left a husband or a wife yet. Now, if they have left a husband or a wife and they are separated, then why are you not with the person? Okay, because there is competition. Okay, so arguments, physical fights, at war, and competing. Okay, here. So I have to kind of try and also get thumbnails as well. But, you know, it just seems like I'm trying to put a brave face on it and I'm trying to make out that I don't have a commitment because I don't want him or her to know that I've got another person in mind for when this goes wrong afterwards. I can keep this other person, you know, competing for my attention while I'm trying to get out of a commitment or a relationship that I'm in, and then I'm willing to, like, still compete here. With Peter, Paul, or a Pisces. So, the 4, their thoughts about this. So what is this other person's thoughts? Well, there's the Piscean energy. What is this other thought? What is this other person's thoughts about what's going on in this scenario? What is the other person's thoughts? An offer. They're thinking about making an offer. Okay. What is Scorpio's partner's thoughts about this scenario that's going on? The head in the clouds, it came up here in a different reading of your numerology. And then groupie, again, someone that's in the public eye. Someone that's in the public eye, they're idolizing someone, but they could be blocked, and they've said, no, I don't care, you're with a husband or your wife, whether you're in the public eye or not, I don't really care, you're in the public eye, I've blocked you out. So challenge is to get out of my head about this other person, to actually get out of this commitment or relationship so I'm not cheating on my wife or husband, is to actually tell my husband or my wife that I'm actually seeing another person. What are you afraid of? Is that because, one, the husband or the wife will take you to the cleaners, Tina? That you might get divorced? But if that's what you're doing anyway, you might as well, because you're seeing someone else. So it's cheating. I'm all up in my head about someone else while I'm committed and in a relationship. But this person's blocked the energy out and said, no, I don't care. Oh, well, that makes me now think about the piece of cake that I want as well as the whole cake that I've already got here, right? So 3 to focus on is what is now making one of these people focus on, is the conflict between the people that are in a commitment and a marriage. And I need to focus now on the arguments, on the negative side of it all, okay? Because the person's being fake. They probably already have. This can mean lying or telling the truth. Just because I have a connection, okay, doesn't mean that I need to compete for your attention. You just need to leave your husband and your wife to commit to one energy. But if you're a Scorpio that's waiting for that person to do that, you could have been waiting for that for ages. You've got your head in the clouds. They make an offer, but they definitely put you back into a third energy if they're not leaving the other person. Okay, so this person here can also be in the public eye. So can this one be in the public eye? This one, as their thoughts about this, is that this person is in the public eye, but this person also realizes that this person is also in the public eye. Okay. Tell me more about this, their thoughts about this. Tell me more about this other person's thoughts about this that's going on with Scorpio, please. Is family issues. So you could be having family issues with an ex or a mother or a father. This could be going on here. I want to talk to you. I want you back in my life. This is to do with the children. Okay, the kids, and I've blocked out my mother or father, blah, blah, blah. The person works in the public, but their mother or father, they don't get on with them. And then the mother and father, or the mother or the father says, I want you back in my life, but they've got family issues. So what comes down to challenging is that now I've made an argument, now I'm having to argue to get you back in my life when I should really not be bothering. Okay, but it's like a cycle that someone, or Michael, or Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, but I want to continue on the cycle, so I need you back in my life so we can continue to do it. But the family is at odds. They're actually turned their back on one another. There could be a child that's right in the center, in the middle of all of this, which is where this child is. So if this is a family situation and it isn't to do with around love, Scorpio, for you or your partner, this child is right in the middle of two people that could be separating, or one of these people here that is married and committed already has a child, but they're not telling their husband or wife that they are because they've got a child caught right in the middle of it. Or the child doesn't even belong to this energy here, but they are married. So they're having family issues, but they might not be telling the truth, okay? Because there could be lies here. Fake smile can be, I'm covering it up. I'm making out that I'm happy in a commitment and a relationship, but I'm actually not happy in a marriage or a commitment or a relationship. And I'm just making out that I am. So I'm going to compete for the person that should be leaving their husband or wife, making you compete for their attention. Okay. But they're having family issues because they could have kids, like they could have children, and the children are going to be a part of this all the time. So I believe that there's a person here, say female, for instance, that is married to a man, right? Man and woman, they are in cahoots, they are married, they're in a commitment, but one of these people inside of this group here is challenged by thinking about another whilst in a commitment and a relationship with another person. That's what they are challenged with. What to focus on, or what they are focusing on, is the grief and the arguments that are going on, where I'm internally struggling with conflict because I don't want the Six of Cups that I'm in anymore. I would rather the twat flame other than anything else. But if, it's up to you what goes on in your life. But this is, I want to make this a commitment. I want to make this into a Six of Cups. I've got to keep doing it until this person leaves their husband or wife. Or this person that is in here in this commitment, and that's what they're challenged with. What they keep focusing on is not their actual commitment or their relationship that they're married to. They keep focusing on the metaphysical connection that they've got with another. You could well fuck up your marriage or your commitment here for a twat flame that may not ever... Like I said, I've known people that leave their married couples for a twat flame, and that goes drastically wrong because it's just a twat flame. Okay, so I've got a connection with someone inside of a marriage, and I'm going to leave my commitment for the Two of Cups. Okay, but they're still with them, but they're thinking about the person whilst, and then they're kind of like, but they're having issues with their husband or wife. They keep arguing, and I know that he or she will leave one of them at some point. I know they will, but they've got a child together and they have to keep communicating, and I don't like them doing that, but they have to do it. So I've got my head in my clouds now, don't know which one to take. Stay with this one or go with the other. Okay. So that's what I've got for you so far, Scorpio. So if you would like your actual weekly reading, where I go through all 10, but based on week reading, which means like, where are you now for the week? Okay, but here would be, what are you going to be challenged with all week long? What is the challenges for your whole week to accomplish? What to focus on for the whole week? What not to focus on for the whole week? Okay, their thoughts about the whole week of what turns up. Okay, and then we look at hopes and fears, what you need to know, what is hidden from you, suggested energy of how to approach it, what the near future brings, and then what the long-term future brings. Okay, so we'll look at all of those over on Patreon. You will be able to find that on the link provided below. Hello, Scorpio. But you'll be able to find that on the link provided below. It was done yesterday, I believe, so you always get it in advance. But it is all 10 questions, okay? And you'll need the silver or the gold tier. And those links can be provided to you below where it says show more section, okay? There's also the join button that gives you free questions and answers when I go live. That is every other night. Or I do a channel deceased loved ones, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, people that you've lost in the past. I will more than likely be doing that today or tonight. And you get that as well, and that's all for $2 or $3. It really doesn't cost much, and that's the join button, unless you want your tarot readings, and then that is Patreon. But all links are provided below. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I will either see you over there or on the next reading.